I can see a really, really giant creative disaster. I'm sure it will come to my desk in a few seconds with opening this envelope. Welcome to another 5 items swap, this time with my friend Nicole at Nature Spirit Journals. My name is Luise. Welcome also on my channel Junk Journal Art. Nice to see you here today. I have this envelope here that came from Nicole, and today I have to create something out of the items that are in this envelope. If you never heard about the 5 items swap challenge, let me quickly explain what that is. Of course, you can do that with a partner as well, even if you don't have a YouTube channel. You search for a partner and then you exchange 5 items in an envelope, as you can see, like this. And then you have to create something with those 5 items from the envelope. You have to use those items, but you can't use any additional material from your stash, like paper or lace or fabric or something. You are allowed to use mediums and tools to create your thing, but that's all. And the challenge is to limit yourself to the 5 items that are in the envelope. I have already recorded my German video, and because of that, I know that this will become a disaster. This feels as squishy as the German envelope. Perhaps you know those presents that you get for Christmas or Easter that are squishy, and you know there must be some socks or similar boring things inside. And this feels exactly like one of those packages. In German, we would say it's a Weichpaket. So weich is soft and squishy, and Paket is package. Yeah. So let's open this. And oh, I have forgotten to tell you something about this. And you can do that with a partner, of course, as well. Nicole and myself, we have decided that we want to make this challenge even more challenging with 2 additional rules or like a theme. I don't like to call it rules because this shall be fun, yeah. But we have decided about a theme. And one part of this theme is that we want to create a pocket out of the items that are in here. So I can't decide totally freely what I want to create. The end project has to be a pocket, and we have decided to use a special color that has to be included into the project. And the color is Peeled Paint by Ranger. So I have taken out this really gorgeous but totally uncontrollable green. I have all of the mediums from this color that I have in my stash here. That's the oxide ink pad, the oxide spray, the crayon, the watercolor pencil, and the glaze. I don't know what I will need from all of this, but I thought I will take it out so that I have it at hand. And I'm really afraid to take this out. Oh my goodness. Yeah. This stuff here. I found something similar in the German envelope as well. So let's see. Nicole has made this here with a little note that says, "Dear Luise, thank you so much for the 5 items swap. I am very happy about it, but now enough of the pleasantries. I hope you have enough peeled paint there. Have fun. Love and greetings, Nicole at Nature Spirit Journals." Of course, I will link Nicole's channel down below this video for you so that you can check her out. I will also put all of her other social medias into the description box. Her videos and her content is in German, but I think I've already told you that in one of my other videos. If you don't know her, please check her out. She is absolutely amazing and she creates really, really gorgeous things. it's definitely worth to check her out. And of course, you will also find a link in the description box with the video where she creates the pocket with the 5 items that I have sent to her. And when I look at this, I realize that I was much nicer to her than she was to me. Okay, so I think the only good thing that we can see here is that 2 of the items are obviously by Tim Holtz. We have we have this strip here with those 3 photos. This is, I guess, called Photo Booth. I mean, the ephemera pack where that comes from. These are, I think, in my eyes, nicer than the other strip from the other video, but that doesn't matter. I guess that this piece of fabric is also by Tim Holtz. I'm not totally sure, but I think so. Then we have this dragonfly that looks a little bit like it had an accident. Why is this here so straight? That is a little bit really strange. Then we have this here. I don't know what this is. This is really thick. It's not, you could think it's wood, but it is not wood. It's like really heavy cardstock or something that looks really beautiful, and the color already is really gorgeous. But yeah. And then we have this. And this is even more strange than the thing that I found in the German envelope, or the envelope for the German video. This is really, really strange. So the first thing that I want to decide is, I want to find a place in this journal where I want to put my pocket later. I have decided to take Nicole's journal. She has created this for me. There's also a flip through available of this journal, so you can check out the info box and find the link there. This could be great. I will quickly take out my peeled paint swatch that I made to see how well this goes together with the colors that we have here. Why not? This could work. I really like that. And also this could work really well. This is the oxiding swatch, and I also have the spray, the oxide spray, and I think that could work really, really well. Okay, so I think first of all I have to decide how I want to create the pocket. I mean, this would be one possibility. Then this piece here could go like this here to strengthen this part a little bit. Both of the colors would be visible. I really like that somehow. This color that this piece already had matches this here 100%, I would say. And I think a straight pocket like this would be better than if I would fold it like this. I mean, that is beautiful as well, but that way... Oh, but wait. This could work as well. I mean, look at that. Ooh. Oh no. What shall I do? I like this better, I guess. Yeah, I think I want to do it like this. Also because here there's some stenciling that she already has made. Okay, so after struggling around here a little bit, I think I have an idea what I want to do. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of fabric and I will put a good amount of clear gesso to that to strengthen it a little bit and to make it possible to cut the clocks out without having problems with the little fibers of the fabric. I'm using the Dina Wakley Media Clear Gesso for that. And with the gesso on top, this feels nearly like canvas now. It's really sturdy and you don't have any problems with frayed edges. And for the photo here, that shall become my focal point, I have to decide which of those I want to use. And I think I want to go with those ladies here. And I want to have more clocks. As promised, a disaster. It's absolutely a disaster because the size of this journal is relatively small. Those are really, really big and massive. And no matter how I change the order of the items, I don't like it. I have really a problem. I don't like it. I think there are many possibilities to do that, but I don't like one of those possibilities. So I'm thinking about something and I don't know if that can work or if this will end as a fail. I want to try to shrink down this dragonfly because when I look at the proportion of the page and at the dragonfly, you can see I can move it where I want. It's way too big. I could put it, of course, to the middle here, but I have absolutely no idea how to attach that. And if this shall become part of a focal point or something, then this is totally the wrong place. It has to go somewhere here. I also thought about this solution or even this, but it is so massive that it covers up the whole thing. And I don't like that. Of course, I don't have to use the dragonfly as a dragonfly, but I like the idea of time, this photo, time that passes by, an animal like a dragonfly that flies is always like a symbol for time as well. And I really like this material. But this is too big. So I want to try to shrink that down with my heat gun. It can happen that it crumbles up completely now when I do that, and that I use this material then as something else when it perhaps doesn't look like a dragonfly anymore in the end. But I want to try that. Oh my goodness, what is that? This looks so weird, but I don't want to give up yet with this dragonfly. I think it also looks a little bit weird because of this white color. So I have two plans in my head. I don't know if one of those can work, but I want to try it out. The first plan is to take this and to use some alcohol ink to get another color. I have absolutely no experience and no practice with those. I have them brand new in my stash. But we will see if we can perhaps turn this into something that looks like a cool abstract dragonfly. That looks good. And ooh, yes. I would say I'm back. That looks way too regular. I don't like that. But what I'm just thinking is, if I could perhaps cut out some flowers or something like floral from this material, from this fabric, because I don't like the clocks so much anymore. In the beginning I thought, oh, nice, but now I think I want to have a flower here below the dragonfly to connect the photo and the dragonfly with each other so that it looks like it is one focal point. So here we go. This is what I have left over. And those are my flowers. I have this bigger one and this smaller one that were the only ones that I could cut out completely. But I have also gotten this like ginkgo leaf from this smaller part of the fabric that I've had cut out in between of those clocks. And I think this makes a really like irregular flower, and I really like that. So let's check if we can put that perhaps somewhere here. I can't live with this. I definitely can't live with this. And I want to try something. And I'm totally not sure if that can work, but I want to try it. The reason is I want to use this photo and I want to use the dragonfly, but I can't put the photo here. That would look, in my eyes, completely strange. That is something I really can't live with that. So I'm thinking about putting this more to the top so that the dragonfly has a little bit more like air to breathe and that it's not so regular. Then there would be enough space for this photo, but it still looks like there's too much on this page. So what I want to try is, I want to cut a half circle out of this thing, like this, to make more room for this flower. And then I will cut this out. And I want to use some sandpaper to make this a little bit more smooth. And then I will put some glue here to the top of this paper and also here to the bottom to create my pocket. And then I want to search for something that I can put into this pocket that is big enough, but yeah, you know, it has to be relatively exactly the same like the height of the pocket to make sure that this can't move around. So this tag is actually really good, but it is too high. Sorry, not high enough. That is not so good. Perhaps Nicole has something else that I could use. Let's see. She has this card here, and that has a really good color actually, so that I now can attach the flower and the dragonfly to the card. And perhaps you might think, hey, what is she doing there? She's breaking the rules, because I'm using something from the journal here now. You are totally right. Normally I wouldn't be allowed to do that. I mean, that is totally against the rules. But I have experienced something in the meantime. I mean, what you see here is the video that I have edited, yeah? After I have recorded it, of course, I have to edit it to make it watchable for you. Otherwise, you would sit here for 2 weeks to watch my process. And I've realized something. I haven't talked about that with Nicole yet, but I will talk about that with you now. Even if you think I have not followed the rules for this challenge, it's still my journal. I quickly have to take some vintage photo out. And the problem is, when I am not happy with what I'm doing here, then I can't show that to you. Yeah, I have to be happy with my video and with my project to be able to share that with you. And with this project, before I have taken this card from the journal and before I have broken the rules, I was not happy. And my problem is I can't share that with you, and I hope you can understand that. And even if you now think, okay, she has failed the challenge, she hasn't followed the rules, that's totally okay with me, for me. Yeah. I hope that Nicole will be not so angry with me, but I think this is the reality of junk journaling, isn't it? You have some materials that you want to use. Do you decide for a special journal, for example. And this one is a very, very special journal for me because Nicole was the one who has made that for me. I got this journal from her, and it's one of the biggest treasures that I have ever received in my whole junk journal life. And I don't want to ruin this journal, and I don't want to have something in here where I'm not happy about. So that is the reason why I'm breaking the rules now and why I have taken this journaling card, even if that is not allowed. Yeah. Nicole, I hope you can forgive me, but now when I see this, I like it, and I have an idea behind this whole thing here with the journaling card. I will explain that in a second, but first I want to do something else. I have to use peeled paint, and Nicole has chosen a stencil here where I think that I have this exactly same stencil. I will quickly search for that. I think it's this one here. THS 032 by Tim Holtz. And I'm trying to find the area that she has used to stencil here. Oh my goodness, half an hour later, I think I have it. This looks so crazy different, but I think it has to go on there like this if I want to line it up exactly with what she has already done on this paper. But I want to go over this with peeled paint now, because I have to use that color. I'm going to use my oxide ink pad for that. Oh no, I've lost the pattern. Ah, no. And I also want to go to the journaling card here. Like this. I think I want to take the journaling card out. I will make a quick little mark here to the middle of the circle so that I know where that is, and I want to spritz some of my peeled paint oxide spray to this area so that I get like a really round spritzy thingy there. Ah! What is happening with this bottle? Oh my goodness. If you want a round thing, you get something like this. If you don't want that, you get a round thing. Holy crap. What is that? Okay, I will live with that. This drives me crazy. This totally drives me crazy. What the heck is that? I have to blow that around a little bit so that it looks not so strange. Let's take this little guy. Perhaps that looks even better than what I was looking for. Perhaps not. We will see. If the camera wasn't recording, I would probably freak out totally, but I will try to hold my nerves together to not freak out. But what I want to do is I want to try to get the stencil here again to this green that we already have there, and I want to do a little of this stenciling with a vintage photo. That can't work, Louisa, you have green there. I have to clean the stencil. What I was trying to say, Nicole has used a lot of vintage photo for this journal, for distressing and so on. And I want to have that color here on my journaling card as well, because I think it's a good combination and it also matches the peeled paint really well. Oh, that looks actually better than I thought it would. But I think we need some of that green in the flower as well. And that is not so easy because I have nearly nothing left what I could use for that. And I still haven't used this. I want to try something that I have done similarly, is that a word, for my German video. And I'm really hoping that this will work a second time. I want to make something out of this like plastic wrapping thingy that can work as an additional material where I can cut another flower out with a die cut. So I'm taking a baking paper and my iron, and I will just press this down. So that this gets flat. And when I open it, it looks really weird, I know. But it's actually a relatively sturdy thing, but it is flat at the same time. And now I will just fold that in half, or I think I will cut that so that it can lay more flat. To have two layers, to have the possibility to strengthen that a little bit, because now I'm going to add some glaze, peeled paint glaze, and I also want to add another color, or actually two other colors, and that's weathered wood and lost shadow. I have shown you a video where I have done a really similar technique, but without this like plastic wrapping thingy during December. There I've only used the glaze and the embossing powder, and I have done that for December with my heat gun. But some of you have suggested to use an iron. Thank you very much for that, because that is way easier than with the heat gun. It goes really fast and easy, as you can see. So we now have to let this cool down completely. If you want to see the other video where I have used this glaze technique, that was during December, as I said, I will link that down below for you. And when this is cold, we can take that apart and check how thick it is. Yeah. I think it's okay. And I will now go to my die cut machine again, and I will cut out some more of those flowers so that we have the green, this variation of the green in the flower as well when we layer that on top of each other. Okay, so here we go. We have these now. then it looks like this. That can go back in here. And now I have to think about how to attach the dragonfly, but I can only attach it to the card, of course, so that it later on can slide over this material here. Take the whole thing out. And I think this is definitely the better place for the photo. Here on this card now, for me it makes sense. Somehow. Instead of having it here on the front, I mean. And now this can go in here. And now I want to add some golden splatters. Normally you would expect me splattering with white, but because of the color of the dragonfly, I like gold better in this case. It's nice, but it's not so extremely visible, I would say. I mean, it's nice. But I think on the one hand I want to have more of that here, and I think I want to add some white splatters as well. I think I need white splatters. And I've just stamped and then embossed Lost and Found here to this darker part of the photo to be able to have something like a quote. Okay, so here we go. Holy crap. This is my finished project for today. I hope you liked it, even if I have broken the rules. Hopefully you can understand why I did that, and yeah, I hope you can forgive me. If you want to check out what Nicole has done with the 5 items that I have sent to her, please check out the info box. There's a link to her video. Leave a comment what you think about this. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments as well. And I hope we will see the next time with an easier thing to do. Have a very great and creative day. See you.